everyone, it's Monday, it's 4 o'clock. You know what that means? It's time for the Hostess Next Door. I'm your hostess, Chef Vanessa Kontov. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We have a great show planned for you. Today it's all about Mother's Day. We've got DIY gift ideas, a couple recipes, and guess what? I'm gonna have my very first guest, so I'm so excited. Right now we've got Sarah in the studio. Hey, Sarah.
Hello, everyone.
Sarah is going, if you just tuned in for the first time, Sarah's going to be taking any of your questions or comments, so make sure you let me know what you're thinking. If you have any questions, we will definitely try to answer them while we are live today. So first up, I want to just do 2 really quick recipes for you guys. Mother's Day is such a really special day. The first one we're going to start with is just an orange syrup. So we have made pancakes about a zillion times on this show. So I decided not to show you guys how to make pancakes. I went ahead and made them in advance, but these are really special because they have a little bit of grated orange zest in them. And our theme for today is Mother's Day, but it's with a citrus twist. So check it out. We're going to have a little bit of citrus in every single recipe that we make. That was my idea. It's kind of cheesy. I'm like low-key, really, I'm kind of cheesy, Sarah. I like puns and like really silly.
Me too.
Like, I'm like a
I'm
little
all about
bit of a
being
nerd.
goofy,
Yeah,
and also the citrus sounds really refreshing.
And it's like springtime, it's Mother's Day. Anyways, so we're gonna make an orange syrup to go with our orange pancakes. So I'm gonna start, this is actually orange juice concentrate that you find like in those cans in the frozen section. So we have about a cup of that. I'm going to put that in here. And we're going to put some butter. This is equivalent of a stick of butter.
Rachel Pendergast already said those pancakes look good.
They are good. They are good. We're going to throw some just regular white sugar in there and a little bit of vanilla extract. So this is going to be really good. And this is in lieu of like maple syrup. So we're going to make this orange syrup instead of maple syrup. All right, so let me give that a little stir. It's just so easy. You can actually make this a couple days in advance. One of the things I like about Mother's Day is that it's such a cute time to get like the kids involved. Now, I'm a mom, so I don't really want to have to do anything. For Mother's Day, I like to sleep in, I like to eat, and then I kind of like to spend a little bit of time with the family, and then I like them to go away. Like go to the movies or something. I know that sounds really weird, but I kind of like having the afternoon to do my own thing, maybe relax,
a little
maybe
R&R.
take a long bath or something, and I don't have to like do everything. So I like my day to be like half family and then half just me time. So
that sounds fabulous.
yeah.
I hope your family is tuning in.
I hope they are too. I'm about to be like, hey guys. Well, but I have a little one, right? I think if my kids were like teenagers, it would be more fun to hang out with them. But I have a toddler, so like there's still like diapers and stuff involved.
Oh my gosh, Kat Larson said for Mother's Day, her plans are cleaning and laundry. Sounds very mother-like. You need to get a break. You need to, someone needs to give you a break, Kat Larson.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna let this syrup kind of cook down a little bit, and we're just gonna let it just kind of come to a boil and then go down a little bit. While that's happening, I'm gonna make my second really quick recipe, and it's another way to make champagne, because all I ever wanna do is drink things with champagne. So this is gonna be a frozen mimosa. How do you like that, Sarah?
That sounds delicious.
It's so delicious. So we're gonna start, I've got my blender. I've already gotten here 2 cups of orange sherbet. Sherbet is like different than sorbet. It's creamier. I'm gonna put a cup of tangerine juice in there. I've got 1 cup of frozen mango chunks. These are great because you don't have to put ice. It's just gonna be all nice and cool. And all right, now I'm just gonna turn this on. Okay, here we go.
While that's going, I'm gonna say that Shani Porter says, I'm with you. Me time is needed. More like 75% me and 25% family.
Okay. All right, I like that. So not 50-50 for her. She wants 75-25.
Exactly.
That's cool. Sometimes that's what you need. All right, so then we end up with this really great, it's almost like a slushy. You can kind of see in there. I don't know if you guys can see in there. So it's kind of like a slushy. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually add the champagne slowly. So we're not gonna add it while it's blending because it would, no, you don't want that. You don't want the bubbles. It makes this weird fizzy thing. So I'm gonna throw this in there. I'm gonna do the equivalent of about a half a bottle. And then I'm just gonna like stir it with my spoon manually rather than actually put the blender back on because I don't want it to lose its fizziness. Oh my God, this looks so good.
I'm so glad we're prepping for Mother's Day today on Monday. This is the perfect start to my week.
Well, because Mother's Day is on a Sunday, so this is the only time I can get you guys to be able to see what we've got cooking up here. All right, and then we'll just pour these in these really great champagne. Oh my God, this is so exciting. How about that?
It looks like an orange Julius.
Right? It kind of does. It kind of does. Sarah, you know I got one of these on deck for you.
You are the best. This is why I hang out with you, Vanessa.
Every Monday at 4 o'clock. I'm going to put the rest in this really pretty pitcher I have here. Okay. Ooh, more slushy stuff. Oh my God, this is quite exciting. And we're going to garnish with a little bit of mint for our drinks. Got a little bit of mint here. And then really quickly, I just want to show you guys the syrup is finished. So all we have to do with the syrup is just kind of just put it in a little like spouty, pourey container. I don't want to make a mess. I'm going to do this kind of over here by the sink. Sorry, guys.
We're having a little debate here on Facebook. Somebody thought that Mother's Day was back in March, so everyone is saying, you know, in what country is it in March? We're actually celebrating it this Sunday. So yeah, everyone get on board, get ready. It's Mother's Day this Sunday, and if you thought it was in March, it's a good thing you're watching this because we've got some last minute tips for you.
Exactly, and you're welcome. You're welcome. I gave you 7 days lead time on Mother's Day.
Oh.
All right, so great.
Did you know Mother's Day is in March in the UK?
Oh, okay,
so I didn't know that.
That totally makes sense.
There we go.
That totally makes sense. All right, so, and then the last thing I just wanted to show you was this is another cute way to incorporate citrus. We've got a nice yogurt parfait, and I shaved some dark chocolate. I put coconut flakes and then a little bit of mandarin, so that's really cute too. Now, I want to introduce you guys. I'm so excited. We have our very first guest on today. Her name is Nicole Gibbons. I've known her for 10 or 15 years probably. She's an amazing interior designer. Take a look at some of her work.
Must read. Living in New York City, everybody rents, and I'm a renter, so when I was approaching the decorating of my space, I wanted to really rely on furnishings and texture and color and pattern to really infuse life into what was before a boring and boxy space.
Hi. This is so exciting. You are the first person who has this stuff in their house.
I am obsessed with these chevron urns.
It looks really great.
I think Nicole is creative. I think she's talented. I think she has a great eye.
Yay, I love that clip. Actually, I got to see, I have so many things that you've done, like between Oprah and everything you've been on every single show. Thank you so, so much for coming on today. You are our very first guest on the Hostess Next Door. Sarah and I are so excited to have you.
I feel so honored. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
I've got a frozen mimosa.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right, so today's episode,
take a sip.
We're always drinking. Today's episode is all about Mother's Day, and I know you and I talked. You've got some really great ideas. My favorite thing as a mom is breakfast in bed, so get us started. Let's talk about breakfast in bed.
So of course, the whole point of breakfast in bed is the food, and you've got that covered. And when you're serving mom breakfast in bed, my philosophy in design and in anything is to make it stylish, whatever you do.
Just make it look
so we've got this really beautiful setup, starting with the tray, because you need something to serve on. Beautiful dinnerware is always key. This dinnerware and the napkins and everything is from Pottery Barn.
Okay.
And they have just really great items. I love blue and white. It's so classic.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
And then how cute are these little napkins
I love
with
it.
the lemons?
And there's a part of the citrus twist.
Totally ties in with the citrus twist. And then, you know, a little bud base. When you're serving breakfast in bed, you don't want to overdo it with the flowers because it's really about the food, but we have a bud base with a few simple blooms.
Okay.
Coffee.
We got to have coffee because mom needs coffee just to get her day started.
To get her going. And just try it when you're setting a table or a breakfast in bed setup, it's really just about mixing colors. So I love how the blue contrasts with the yellow and green in the napkin. So really try to find things that are interesting and complement one another. together.
Okay.
And then, of course, you have to be thoughtful, and you can't forget the card for
You
Mom.
can't forget the card. No.
So I always recommend good etiquette. Write a handwritten note inside. Let her know how special she is, and she'll really, really appreciate that.
And I like when the little ones, right, Sarah? I mean, I know, like when the little ones, when they make, like, because they're gonna do them in school probably, so that's always cute when you get a little card from like a little baby, a little 2 or 3 year old. Oh.
Do you guys opt for funny or do you opt for mushy?
Oh, I'm so mushy.
Same.
Oh, I'm so mushy. Like, oh yeah, I'm so mushy. I don't know.
I think my mom appreciates comedic, actually.
Yeah?
So I usually
That's so
go for
funny.
the laughs and then write in the mushy message.
Yeah, my mom likes mushy and I'm mushy, so yeah, we're like,
Gotcha.
back and forth. And my mom, I love this too, because you know, now that I have a kid, my mom, like, she gives me Mother's Day gifts. It's so cute. I don't know. Anyway, grandma gifts. All right, so what about, and by the way, guys, definitely like send us like any questions you have for Nicole. She's here for the rest of today's episode, so if you have any questions about entertaining or DIY or gift ideas or just anything, table design, she is your woman. So definitely make sure you ask questions today. All right, so we've got some really cool gift ideas too that you can make yourself.
When you bring Mom breakfast in bed, you can't forget the gift. And there's no better way to treat Mom than to pamper her.
This is what I'm talking
Everybody
about.
loves a spa,
Yes.
so we're giving her a spa in a jar. This is
Yes.
a homemade DIY coconut
Love
grapefruit
it.
body scrub. Okay.
Coconut, grapefruit, okay, and everybody's using coconut in everything right now. It's so popular.
It's so rich. It makes your skin so soft. It gives you a glow. And in this scrub, it's kind of the binder that's going to hold everything together.
Okay.
So basically what you do, I'm going to have you help me out.
Okay.
So you just mix everything together in a bowl. So you take your coconut oil.
Okay.
Okay.
Just like how much should I put in here?
You want to do equal parts, and this is the jar that we have to fill up. So maybe about like a half a cup is good.
I can do that sort of eyeball thing because I'm a professional chef, so I know what a half a cup looks like.
And then while I put in this Himalayan sea salt, this is what we have here. I love this because it's this beautiful pink color.
Yeah, it's
that
so
kind of
pretty.
ties back to the grapefruit. So while I do this, grab the grapefruit extract, and you can just squeeze in some drops.
And like, wait, can I find all of this like at the grocery store?
You can find, like Whole Foods
like
has a great health section where they
so
sell
like
essential
the fancy
oils.
Grocery store?
A fancy grocery store or a health store would have essential oils. You can even get them online, like on Amazon or Etsy.
Smells good.
Yeah, it smells so good.
How many drops?
So you want to do about 20 drops, which is going to end up being about a teaspoon and a half.
All right. That
and
smells so good.
And the great thing about this recipe too is you can really just kind of eyeball everything. If you want more exfoliant, just add more salt. If you want it a little more moisturizing, add more coconut oil. You can really make it your own.
Okay.
Then what we have here is Castile soap.
Castile soap.
This is great because it's all plant-based, so everything here is all natural. It's all over the earth. It's safe for your skin. So put a little of this in, and then what we're going to do at the end is zest in some fresh lemon zest. So this is sweet almond flavored.
Oh, this is so nice.
So all together, these scents combined, it's just so delicious.
It's like it smells like you want to kind of like eat it, you know.
Yeah. And then you just zest in some fresh grapefruit zest.
Ooh, nice.
You know?
I love this. It's kind of like we're in the kitchen, but we're making like not, you know.
And it's so rich and fragrant, you know, and I feel like grapefruit smells so sunny. You know, like a sunny day, it's energizing.
So good.
Yeah. And so a
look at
scrub,
this.
it's just going to make your skin feel, you know, rejuvenated and soft and glowing, because who doesn't want that glow?
I love it.
And then
this is really, really, really nice, and it smells so good.
Yeah, and that's really it.
And that's it.
It's that easy.
And then you just put it in a nice decorative jar.
Yep, you want to put it in an airtight jar. I love these because they have kind of like a little vintage feel.
Okay.
And you can make a handwritten label to say what's inside.
I see you guys did that. Look at that.
So cute little label.
Grapefruit body scrub.
That's adorable. And
Isn't
I just
that
want to say,
nice?
I don't have the pleasure of being a mom yet, and I think I might just make this for myself,
right?
to pamper myself. Because
by the way, anybody can just be making themselves body scrubs.
Or
Why
for
not?
a friend, if you're looking for a fun gift idea or just like an appreciation.
It's true.
You know, gesture. I think that's such a great idea.
This is so nice. Like, I kind of want to like go and I think I'm going to take this when I leave today.
And the thing about this is you can experiment with different flavors. So if you don't love grapefruit, you can do orange oil and fresh orange zest. You can do lemon lime. You can really just kind of make it your own.
Yeah, I like it. Me and Sarah are always talking about that we like almond extract instead of vanilla extract. We like to substitute a lot because we both really like that flavor. And so this was nice to smell that with this fancy soap.
Yeah, I mean, it smells so good.
And all in all, like this is actually a pretty affordable gift you could make, right?
It's
like,
totally affordable.
All of these ingredients like under $30.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And you know, you can find all these ingredients at a grocery store, drugstore, and or health food store.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, my favorite thing is flowers, and I know we have some cool flower ideas. Instead of buying them from the store, you're going to show us how to make.
I've got a beautiful citrus-inspired floral arrangement that you're gonna love. So I can't wait to show it to you.
All right, so let's head to the dining room.
Okay, so over here I have a variety of different flowers. I've got them all from a grocery store. So we have freesia, mint. I love working with really unexpected things in a floral arrangement. So mint just smells so delicious and fragrant. We have peonies, ranunculus, and then since we're doing a citrus theme, little kumquats. Like, how cute is that?
It smells so good. I feel like it smells like pancakes and orange syrup and flower shop and lemon. Like, it is so nice and bright and happy in here right now.
Yeah, because you want to make it an experience. And like, this is like the most cheerful, colorful gift for mom. And this is what it looks like in the end. And how cool is that with the lemons inside? Yeah. And I know you're probably thinking like, won't the lemon water and the acidity poison the flowers?
Yeah, I'm trying to understand how you're doing lemon infused water with flowers.
Here is the trick. You take 2 vases and you put a vase inside of a vase. And it's that simple. So that way the acidic water never touches the water that the flowers are in.
Okay.
So I've pre-sliced all these little lemons, and you just want to arrange them throughout the vase. So you just kind of like push them down in there.
Okay.
Arrange them nicely all around the perimeter.
Oh, that's so nice.
Just like that. And this
How cool is this, Sarah?
This is like brilliant.
This is so pretty looking.
And
I finally just started adding, plants and floral arrangements to my domestic place, my apartment, and I think that I'm gonna have to try this out for sure.
It's so perfect for springtime. It's so sunny and fresh, and like you can do this with any citrus. So you can do limes, lemons, like depending on the colors that your flowers are, you can just get citrus that complements that.
This is so nice.
And then what you want to do is pour a little water. So you want to first pour water a little bit inside your main vase for the flowers. And then when you pour the water around the outer vase, it looks like the lemons are floating in the water.
Ah, that is so cool. And you can't really tell that there's a vase inside of a vase.
And obviously I was doing this really quickly, but you'll take more time and like really kind of position them around beautifully.
That's how it would look if I like it like that.
So you take peonies. These are my favorite flowers, and I chose these because they have really pretty yellow pollen.
So pretty.
That kind of ties in with the color of the lemons. And when you're trimming flowers, you always want to cut on a 45-degree angle like this. That helps the flowers absorb more water.
So like, here's what I feel like. Whenever I have flowers, I feel like they die. Like the arrangements don't last really long, but then when I try to do them myself. But then if I get them from, like, someone sends them to me from a flower shop, they last forever. Like, what am I doing wrong?
So there's a few tips. One is you should keep your water really fresh and change it every day or every other day.
Okay.
That's key.
I was not doing that.
Use flower food. You know those little packets that come with flowers? People think they're useless, but they really do work. They help. It's a preservative, so they kill.
I heard somebody told me once that you could put aspirin in the water. Is that a true story?
Some people do put aspirin in the water. It acts as a preservative and kills all the bacteria that kind of grows from the stems, and it keeps your flowers fresh. And if you don't have flower food, a great way to do a DIY flower food is equal parts water and equal parts citrus soda, like 7-Up or Sprite. And the sugar is what will help kind of keep the flowers fresh and alive.
So I definitely think that changing the water every day is like...
It makes a big difference. Absolutely. Right. And so when you're arranging flowers, you want to just kind of arrange them around, crisscross the stems. That's going to hold everything in place. And you just kind of
crisscross the stems.
Rotate it as you go along. Make sure you like the way it looks. It's always good. I'm standing because we're here on set, but when you're at home, it's always good to sit down while you're arranging flowers because you can see it better at eye level, and make sure everything looks good and balanced and that you like the way it's turning out.
And then, like, if I was making these for my mom for Sunday, like, could I do it on Saturday?
Totally. I would do it. You could do it the day before. Go to the flower market. What that does is it gives you an opportunity. Doing it the day before gives your flowers an opportunity to open up.
Okay.
So we picked these up yesterday, and see how they're nice and open. and beautiful.
They're really nice.
So yeah, it's always nice to give it a little more time to let the flowers mature and open up. These are ranunculus. How pretty and delicate is that? Ranunculus. They come in so many different colors.
That is the most beautiful flower.
So
oh my God, I love
this. You just kind of keep going. and fill in.
I love that you're doing this so quickly. And so I know you and I talked about, we just recently did an event together for a flower company, and they did like, I love this idea of like being able to have fresh flowers in my house all the time.
Yes.
I've always wanted to be like that person, and so we were talking a little about this enjoyflowers.com or whatever they are, and yeah, so that seems like really cool because then you get flowers and you can do this sort of thing.
Well, the great thing about a floral subscription, that's what Enjoy Flowers is. I taught a workshop for them on how to arrange flowers. Is it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
So if you want to give your mom an experience, give her a subscription to Enjoy Flowers, and she can receive fresh flowers every month.
I love it.
So that's it. And then the finishing touch is you want to just stick in these little kumquat branches. You can get these at the flower market. So, and then finally your mint, which smells delicious.
So this, I really like this because you're incorporating like edible things like mint and kumquats and lemons, but along with the florals. It's like a great little.
It makes it so much more unique and special.
Combo.
Yeah, and with the scent of the flowers and the lemon and everything together, it's just amazing. And so these are like the little finishing touches, the little branches of mint for the pop of green.
Beautiful.
Everyone
Sarah, do we have any questions?
Well, first of all, everyone is just saying, Karen Moyer says, wow. Kimberly Casper says, really pretty. Alberto Liggins says, pretty arrangement. So everyone thinks that it looks fantastic.
Yay.
I do have one question. Alberta Liggins says, in my kitchen, I use family room curtains, and different people have commented that I have the wrong curtains up. I feel like I should use what I like. What is your take?
Well, I think in general, in decorating, you always buy what you love. But I think the window treatments that you choose should really be dictated by the architecture of your window. So, you know, every window is so different. I don't know what your window looks like in your kitchen, but a lot of people have a little window above your sink. And if it's like a window above your sink, I love the look of a Roman shade, which is just like a really kind of flat fabric shade. It goes up and down and like lets the light in, and it's not as fussy as curtains. But it really depends on what the window looks like.
And if you like it, if you like whatever you have, I feel like if you're the one living there, you should do what makes you happy.
Yes, so that's also
true.
A big
I do believe
part of my
in that. You have to be the one that lives there.
Buy what you love.
True.
You want to love walking through your front door every day, and so yeah, that's really important.
We have another question from Patrice J. Williams. She wants to know how you make a cheap bouquet, you know, maybe from like a grocery store or a bodega, look more expensive.
So the key to making bodega blooms look expensive is keeping your arrangement monochromatic. When you're working with flowers that are all the same color, it automatically looks more sophisticated. So I love, like, you can do a mix, and like bodegas often have roses and carnations and tulips. Just mix a bunch of different white or a bunch of different pink, but stick with one color, and that'll look really high-end and sophisticated.
So smart. I love that.
So that's really it.
I love it. I love it.
And it's this beautiful, cheerful arrangement. Mom will love.
That is so nice. And I love that now I'm realizing that what you did was you took a few of just the extra little flowers you had left over, and those were the ones that you ended up using for the little bud that we have here on the breakfast in bed tray.
Yep,
so that was like super cute. So these are the same flowers. You just take a couple and then you make like a little bud. That is so amazing.
Yeah.
Nicole, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
I just want to let everyone know, next week we are actually going to be coming on at 5 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. We have a special guest coming in next week. It's going to be amazing. Duff Goldman from Cooking Channel and Food Network. We're going to be celebrating National Cookie Day. He's got some really cool ideas, and we're going to make rainbow chocolate chip cookies. So I'm so excited, but just remember, we're going to be on at 5 o'clock next Monday instead of 4 o'clock. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us. I hope that everyone has a wonderful Mother's Day. I know I will if my guy is watching the episode. And Sarah, thank you so much. We'll see you guys next week.